Hello guys, welcome back to my video tutorials. Today we are going to see in deep how to use a bulletin directives. Okay, from previous tutorials we've seen how we can create our own directive. We have seen that we can use this keyword and define our custom directives, and we have seen that we can use template in order to pass the HTML codes we want to run every time we are calling our directives. We have seen also how can we define our directive to be used. You can either choose your directive to be used as attribute, or you can choose your directive to be used as element. This is what we have seen here. Your directive, as it has been defined as login, you can use it as element or you can use it as attribute. Okay, now you know how to create your own directives and apply anything you want here. Like if someone click on your directives like this way, if someone click on this message is displayed on our page. Okay, now this is how we create our custom directives. So what about the built-in directives that comes with Angular? Okay, let's go ahead and explore. For the most part of AngularJS directives that comes with, it is in this category of attributes. Okay, let's go ahead and find. And something to remember, that if you are using directives, in AngularJS built-in directives, it is having a namespace which is ng, which means you're gonna start by ng and hyphen, and you add anything you want like mouse enter. This is a directive to detect if someone is entering within a specific HTML element. Go ahead and call anything you want. Maybe you call a function which is enter, which is not yet defined, and put enter here, and okay, and div. And what about, remember that we have said that we are going to use this function enter, and this function enter is not yet defined. So go ahead and find your function here, which is scope. I hope you already know these guys, that you write scope and write your function, and this go to function, and this function is going to log something when someone enter something. Maybe say you entered in my zone. Okay, go ahead and refresh. Okay, and what this is going to do is, if I'm going to enter here, is going to call this. If you are seeing this message, so every time I'm going to enter on this element, it is going to count. Okay, you see? Okay, now what if I want to know also if the user is going out of the div? So I'm going to see the namespace ng and mouse leave, and call any function I want, which is maybe leave, and go ahead and define this function below, which is scope, and leave, which is equal to function, and a function is going to console you left the div. Okay, which means the trick is here, you can call multiple directives on one single element and it keep working. Go ahead and refresh, enter, leave. You see the message is changing here. When I enter the zone, it's going to say, hey, you are entering in my zone. When I left, you left the div zones. When you enter, it keep telling you that someone is trying to achieve, to approach your divs, your zones. Okay, now once you have something really ready, that then you can go ahead and show you something. Like if I still have some minutes, I'm gonna show you something like div here in close div. Let me show you another directive that comes with Angular. It's really most useful in my career. I use it mostly, like ng init. This function, this directive is going to initialize an object that can pass on my function. Like going to be equal to this, and remember, you initialize an object, which means I'm going to do like this, and go ahead, equal, double quotes, two places, and single quotes, and you write name. Maybe if it's an object called name, and the single quotes you say my name, Richard. So now let's refresh to see if it's not the problem. Okay, now we want this name to be passed here in each function we are calling. So now here we are not going to return anything. So you define this function, which is enter, then you pass anything you want, and you log that anything you have received. You pass that anything you want, and you pass that. Remember, this function is coming when this function, remember, this variable is coming when this function is called. And this function enter is called. When it is called, it is taking this object which is initialized here, and then it's going to console it. Okay, you see, oh sorry, it's not showing anything. Okay, I will fix this in next tutorials. Thank you for watching these tutorials. If you like my tutorials, please subscribe to my YouTube channels, and if you like my tutorials, don't forget to like it and share it to your friends so that we can learn Angular and keep sharing. Thank you so much.